to Kick Ons, episode 17, brought to you by Dira. We've got our great little mate down there, Joe Berry, who's made it on from last week. I think we got some good reviews from last week's episode, so he's on there with his... We come up with a Susan Boyle head, didn't we? So, welcome, Glug. Thanks for coming back, mate. Good weekend, good week for footy. Had a couple of days off. What did you get up to over the couple of days?
I went down to Gold Coast, actually, and watched a mate run in the half marathon and then watched the marathon as well. So we stayed down in Burleigh and, saw Hamish, one of my good mates from back home, finish. He ran an all right time and then pretty good time, actually. And then we watched the leaders come through, and that was pretty incredible, the pace that they were going at 16 Ks.
What was the best one, do you know?
The marathon, 2:07, which was a course record, and they're sitting at about 3-minute Ks for the whole time.
What's that? That's how many Ks is it? 40?
42. So they're doing pretty much. They're sitting on Sharpie. For the whole time. For those that know the show, know Sharpie is a pretty good runner, and to see him do the 3K in that sort of pace is quite incredible, crazy, and then to see him do that for so long is next level. Did
you say you were riding around on the lime scooter?
We hopped on the lime scooters trying to find Hamish. Like, this is going to be so easy, and then we soon realised it wasn't. So the first people on the start line, obviously the line's so big, there was 20 minutes before some people actually started the race from when the first people started.
So would that mean that their time would obviously start though?
It only starts, they've got trackers in it, so it only starts when you go through that, but they'll be walking for 20 minutes. So we're riding along past, I don't know, like a kilometre worth of people, probably more, trying to spot out one guy in a blue singlet when there's nearly everyone else is wearing the same kits. But it was good fun. What about you? How was your weekend?
Yeah, not much, mate. I went and watched the Broncos and the Dolphins at the Gabba on Saturday night, which was pretty cool. Played a bit of golf on Friday, which was nice, and did absolutely nothing Sunday, which was good. So reset, nice little time to have a bit of a break and come back this week, and kind of almost felt like a little mini break in the middle, like, you know what I mean? It kind of almost felt like a little bit of a bye, like having a couple of days off like that.
Yeah, another little bye, although we won't treat it like that because the record of teams coming off the bye hasn't been too good.
Scale that, we won't talk about that. But we got Matho on today, which is awesome. I know a lot of people have been waiting to hear from him. We've been excited to have him on for a long time. He was one of the people early when we said if we need a guest, we'll get him on. So it'll be good to have him on and chat to him. So we'll talk to him after the break, but we'll get into the footy quickly. Huey, we'll start with you anyway, mate. You played awesome. It was good to get a four-quarter performance for the boys as well, but tell us a bit about your game, mate. You got back and it felt like you were looking good out there, moving well and playing your best footy.
Yeah, it felt pretty good out there this week. Obviously, nothing really changed for me. I was still doing the same things that I'd been doing weeks previous, but it's one of those games where the ball seems to fall your way a few more times, and it was good. I felt like I haven't probably played in a game where we've had so many contributors and so many guys play really, really well, and I think because of that we had a really even performance throughout the 4 quarters, and we were able to not really drop away, and that's probably been one thing that's frustrated us in the last probably for the last year or two, that we get out to a solid lead but then we don't really capitalise on it and keep pushing, and we were able to do that, so it was good.
Felt like we spoke about that, like having... Like, it's been a while since we've had one of those 4-quarter performances where we've actually put it all together. And I feel like from the first quarter, we just started hammering away, and even they gave a little bit in the first quarter, and we come back and, I think we're up by 20 or 25 points at quarter time maybe. So then to continue that for the whole game was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about the almost hanger again, Pum? You'll get one day.
It's going to come soon. I was happy this time. 40 came up to me and said, you're lucky you jump on my back instead of someone else's. But, mate, I'm back pulling up after that.
I stopped. I thought they were going to pay it. Like, you had it for a fair time.
I was so disappointed. Jeez. After the game, it was just like one of those ones. It's like, surely you just pay it.
Not quite at the level of the big Maxi Gorn. That would have been
an all-timer if I
that would have been mark of the decade.
There's been a couple of them that I've dropped, but
you took one, obviously on 40, but I feel like just around the corner
there's one coming. There is one coming. I can bet you there's one coming. I'm going to keep jumping. So
we kicked a goal after it anyway, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I was like, you know what the worst thing was? After obviously playing on Thursday, and then it's a mark. Who cares? You know what I mean? But you watch some of the other marks get paid throughout the week.
Yeah. That could have been me.
Just give it to me. Yeah. But it wasn't too bad. But anyway, we'll talk about West Coast. Nearly got the win against St Kilda. We get to play against Witho.
Yes.
You played against Witho before?
I have once in that game where, the game where we were pushing for finals.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he played that game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That was when we needed 40 points or something.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I've never been involved in the
kicked
game.
the winning point or something?
No, I kicked a goal late, but it wasn't. I think it might have been to put us like thereabouts, and then Link kicked. Remember Link kicked that one that brushed?
Yeah.
It was touch and go, I reckon. And then Charlie obviously finished it off. But,
This will be awesome play. I've never played against Witho because obviously.
Oh, you haven't?
Did my knee, and then he got COVID that time that we were going to play. So it'll be fun to get against him, and it'll be a good challenge. And I feel like a couple of people have been saying in the media about the pressures on West Coast and stuff like that. But I feel like this would be a great test for us, and we've spoken about it at the club to show where our mindset is to really go out there and try and get a really good performance. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be a really good game, and what do you think the keys will be to get over them?
Yeah, well, they've still got some really solid, experienced players for their midfield, which will be a massive battle. We need to be able to get it into our forwards, like is the case every week. We've got some dangerous forwards. So doing that, but as you said, there's no easy games in this league. And I remember when we were first starting out, 2017, 2018, you feel like you can win every game, even though you might be down the lower end of the ladder. So they'll be coming over here and they'll be thinking, well, we've got nothing to lose. Playing the Lions at the Gabba, we've obviously got a good record there, and they'll be giving it their best shot. So looking forward to it.
Sorry, you go.
No, go on.
For it. No,
butt in.
I was going to say. There's going to be an opportunity for another forward to come in though this week. Obviously, Link's been reported to he's going to miss this week, and we'll
Cal
see
as well with the concussion.
Cal with concussion, and we'll see how Charlie's going with his teeth.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we should quickly touch on those things at the moment.
Goodness me.
He's he's got a brace through his front four teeth at the moment. I was telling you yesterday. I think he's got a break in the top of his lip.
Yeah.
So he's got a brace through his front four teeth, which are holding his teeth in at the moment.
I saw him pull his mouth guard out at one stage in the game, and blood went everywhere.
Did you see he had the chamois in his back pocket? He had like a chuck wipe in his back pocket. So like he's gone back to like the 200 centre-bouts, and he's like dabbing his mouth. And then one of the Richmond blokes is like, "You can't have a chamois out on the ground." Charlie's like stuffing it back into his shorts.
That's better than one, eh?
That's terrible.
Anyway,
say what you're going to say. That's terrible.
What was I going to say? No. So you made a good point. It will be a good chance for all our VFL boys to step up and going really well. They have been going really well. Winning a lot of games, and we've got a lot of depth, so hopefully they can come in and perform.
It will be a good opportunity for them. The kids go free this week at the Gabba as well, so make sure you get down there. And we're also talking about it before that we're also giving a lucky Kick Ons listener a chance to run the promo for Odira next week. So if you get the chance and you're at the game, go down to Lions Park. Try and do your best Kai impersonation, or just give it your best energy you can. And I think we'll pick one, and then they'll be running next week. So if you're listening and you want to get on that Lion Park before the game, make sure you get down there and give it your best shot. But we're going to get Matho in. I think he's just gone and got a coffee. So we'll get him in after the break, and I'm sure he'll have a lot to talk about, which will be good.
2023 Brisbane Lions memberships are on sale now.
A new era has arrived.
Go all in at membership.lions.com.au.
Join the Neds AFL Open Group to connect, bet and banter with hundreds of like-minded punters and see expert tips on every AFL game this season. Take it to the Neds level. T's and C's apply. See website for details. What are you really gambling with?
Cam, a few of the boys have been telling me how good our show sounded lately.
Well, they're probably listening on Odira headphones. They personalise sound to your unique hearing profile, like 20/20 vision, but for your ears.
So you don't reckon it's just our excellent podcasting skills?
That too. I use mine for calls, music, movies, and of course, listening to our show. They're noise cancelling, Bluetooth enabled, and have 30 hours of battery life.
Brisbane Lions members can claim their exclusive 20% discount on any pair of Odira headphones through their member page.
What's not to love? Join the club today and feel connected with Odira. Welcome back to Kick Ons, episode 17. We've got Matto in here. I think you're the most requested guest we've had, mate, so thanks for joining.
Nah, pleasure to be on, boys. I'm familiar with the podcast. I've done a few with Robbo and Maxie on here, so it's good to get on Kick On.
Have you had to listen to any of these ones or not yet?
I've had, I like watching the snippets. I haven't had a full listen. But
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, I'm sort of on the Joe Rogan at the moment, so I'll change onto the Kick On.
Are they long? They're long, aren't they?
They're long.
Yeah.
They're an hour and a half.
And bit,
some even like 3 hours.
Really?
Months, yeah.
But he gets all big names.
Big names, huge.
And anything he can talk about, like from here to
Nothing
here,
off
is
limits.
just like,
Yeah.
he goes so far into everything.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, so talk about podcast. We spoke to Bez at the start of the year and that clip come up with the shark. I feel like a lot of people have asked questions about this. So do you want to just give us a bit of breakdown about your recollection of that and a little bit about the fishing life as well?
Yeah, so we say we're the best part-time fishermen in Brisbane, but we're clearly not. So when we get fish on like that, I'm like, we can't lose this fish. We can't. So I just throw myself at him a bit and try to get him on boat for a photo and stuff like that, so I can tell the story and put a bit more mail on it. But yeah, so we bought a boat and we just enjoy our fishing. It's good in our spare time to do, and so it's pretty crazy out there.
Biggest shark you've dragged in?
Probably 120 kilo bull shark. I reckon.
Boy.
Yeah.
Is that your favourite to catch?
I'm obsessed with catching sharks. Yeah, the boys hate it. They always catch like good fish that you can eat, and they'll be looking, and I'll just quickly rig up a rig. Where'd that fish go for dinner tonight? I'm just reeling in for bait, boys.
Just putting it back in the water.
Yeah, just putting it back in the water, keeping it fresh.
That what was that one? The one that slapped you in the face. That was a big one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a big shovel nose shark.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're big puppy dogs. So quickly put it in. Got a good photo of it because that's nearly max size. So it's like hitting the jackpot or whatever. So got it in for Big Bezza, and it was good.
Were you in the boat when they ran out of fuel? Was that you?
Yeah, I was in the boat.
What happened?
Nah, I didn't fill it up enough, and I just done the number on the boys. I thought it was already full, but the old taco gauge said half full, and it was actually empty. So
Because you went out early that morning as well.
early that morning, got a good feed out there, and just didn't quite make it all the way back home.
you guys had a fish on the line when the bloke the guards come out to get you?
I had another big shark on the line when the Coast Guard said, "Mate, I'm going to be fighting this for about 2 hours." I said, "Either break it off or we're not towing you in." I had to the boys go, "Get rid of it, man." I was pretty devastated, but it was pretty funny.
How's the body been going anyway, mate? You're thinking after the bye you'll be back?
Yeah, I think so. 2 more weeks after the bye. So unfortunate hammy tendon. So got caught up in a tackle, and just one of those ones you can't really do too much about. But not too long. Hoping 2 more weeks, and we're back into some footy for the back end of the season. So, other than that, the body's feeling pretty good.
How do you find the rehab though? Obviously, it's like can be a bit hit and miss. Sometimes if you have a couple of people in the rehab, you got Cream now, which just makes it a bit easier. But
and Bez has joined in now as well.
Bez is going to be. He needs to be with you boys. Don't they?
That's what they're saying.
How do you find it though? Like it's obviously you want to be out there playing and that, but do you enjoy it? Do you want to be like? What's the way I'm trying to say? Like, do you find it sometimes fun being there with those boys, like, and being to have people to work with, or is it like a little bit different hanging around with Hammer and because he takes the mickey out of blokes like that sometimes?
No, I guess I was pretty disappointed because it was going to be such a long injury, and but then I started trying to find the silver lining. So for me, I love doing my gym. So for me, I was like, wow, I can smash some more upper body and take advantage of that and stuff. So, but for me, I personally, I hate being in rehab. I just want to be out there playing, and it's something that grinds my gears a bit. But I try to push myself a little bit in there. So,
is there any chance you could go into the bodybuilding game once all is said and done?
Mate, I do enjoy the bodybuilding scene. I've got to remember sometimes I'm still an AFL player. When I go into the gym sessions, I'm not Chris Bumstead or Ronnie Coleman trying to jack some weight up. So no, who knows?
Well, I've seen Hammer that many times telling you that you can't do an exercise because you've been pumping out other ones.
Yeah, well, he goes, you just got to remember, mate, we're not training for the Olympia here. We're training to play AFL. And I said, yeah, you're right.
You took Bales along with you though, and it's worked for him. The chest.
Yeah, got him on the off-season program, so it was good to get him along. He put in the hard work, and
he's fallen away.
It's good. Yeah, he's back on. It's good to see him fending a few blokes off and breaking a few tackles. So I always go like, that's one for us boys. Nah, it's good.
We'll talk about all the boys that have come in here that have been in Bez's house. We've had Huey on. We've had a couple of other boys that have lived there. The house is going to be gone soon. Talk to us about that. Yep, Karanya Street. It's a farewell to the big house. And how did you go living with all the boys? I know you'd have heaps of good memories living in that house.
Oh, yeah, we call ourselves the tight ship down there. It was a little downstairs area, and it was me, Sharpie and Tunners, and we would never see Bez or his partner. So we called it our tight ship. We ran it down there, and if he come down to do his washing or anything, we'd say, what are you doing on our ship? Like, get out of here, mate, even though it was his joint. But no, it'd be sad to see it go. I mean, there's been a lot of good memories in there.
Sorry, keep going.
A lot of boys in there, so there's plenty of stories to go around.
You were downstairs as well?
I was, but just before. I think I went out, Maddie came in, but when I was there, that was during COVID, and put in a bit of work in the backyard.
Yeah, we did put in a bit of work. I reckon Bezos near a few thousand. In,
the only bit I measured up was the part of the lounge. It's crooked.
Oh yeah,
is that in the back corner?
Everything was going pretty well, and then more boys would jump on as they come back from. The working crew got really big, and then Huey come back and measured up
one of the holes for the
like a lounge or something, a sun deck lounge, and. Yeah, we put it together. And after we finished, we realised it was on the piss.
It was crooked, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crooked.
Not that much, but just like one of the sides is just on a
shaved a little bit.
I'm going, there's like, nah, it's all right, man. It's like, you need a bit more bigger gap to get through, trying to make him feel better about it. But like, it's like, it'll be fine. You won't even know.
Maybe that's why he can't sell his.
So.
They say that. And you're out at Burberry now, and you got the car shed, and everyone knows you love your cars. What have you been working on out there? Was there anything been going on recently that you've been flicking around with?
Nah, I've been. My dad collects a lot of like petrol signs and stuff like that, and it's sort of like a old 50s sort of car shed, a bit like that. So we just hang up a few every now and then. But I've got a car in Melbourne at the moment getting painted, so that'd be cool once I get up here. 1955 Chevy. So
is that a new one?
Been in the works for a while now, I reckon. But they just cost a lot of money and they take a lot of time, so it does my head in. But no, it's good. Have a different car for each sort of day, or take whoever out in it. And, it's good.
Didn't a couple of the boys have borrowed one of your? Oh, was that your Mustang for their day?
Yeah, Priz and Tunners, and they both Priz, he ended up getting the girlfriend out of it, so we called it the love machine. But
machine.
Yeah, and then Tunners was saying, I don't know, it's a long story. But
so those boys
apparently
come up
worked
to you,
wondered, but yeah,
they're coming up to you saying, "Hey, I'm just going on a date tonight. Can I just grab your car?
Can I use the car?" I said, "Yeah, just don't bring it back with my rims scratched, or you can buy me a new car."
Bez has been rolling around in the old one now as well. Have you seen that,
Jared?
Yeah, Bez has been driving his old 67 Mustang as well. So.
He's only just done
the blue one
as well.
Blue one, yeah.
Is that because I saw Tommy Berry put up a story this morning? Troy's was driving it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice car.
They've been having that stored up at your old man's place.
Yeah, the old boy looks after it, so no, it's pretty good.
Was that they call it a roller? Was that a roller or not before it? Or was that, did that come with an engine?
That come with an engine. No roller.
Bez was looking at buying rollers, which is a car with no engine.
No engine, and you get them a bit cheap, and then you can put whatever engine you want in it. So
buying a car with it doesn't even drive.
I know.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, I think I remember when Cream was living at one house, he was looking at buying one as well. I don't think he ever did, but I think
an old one.
Yeah, an old one as well. How many have you got at your old man's place at the moment?
I think we're up to I think there's about 10 there.
Really?
I think there's 10 cars in the shed. So we got three car hoists in there. So 3 are up top, 3 under the bottom, and then a few that we drive around day to day in there that we get out a bit easier. So
I saw you driving in a new car yesterday that I hadn't seen you driving before.
Got another one. So just a wagon.
Yeah, like a wagon.
Just a wagon to it.
Sitting behind me, I'm like, who's this bloke? Matto gets out of my cars has he got? Yeah. But and I know you and Charlie got a good connection with the NRL and the NRL boys. Do you want to touch us a little bit on that? I feel like you've always been a big supporter of them, haven't you? You've been catching up with a few of them here and there.
Since I moved up here, I sort of really got into the NRL, and then I guess just a few friends. I got to meet a few of the boys and build a really good friendship there. So got a few friends that play in the NRL, and it's made my interest grow in it. And, I've had some good times with those boys, and it's just good to share, I don't know, stories with a different code and going to watch a different code all the time. It's, it gives you something to do.
See how it changes, isn't it?
Yeah, then like just how different it is from, sport to sport. So even just, in the change rooms after games, how different it is. And, it just gives you a different look on it, I guess. So, it's pretty
Help
good.
you tipping?
Doesn't help my tipping at all.
Where are you sitting?
I'm sitting, I think, 14th. And I was third at one stage. So
I've sunk all the way.
I've sunk all the way.
Didn't Nuxie, he was like 8 ahead, and now he's sitting about 4th.
He's terrible as well. I think Hutto's at the top still.
he?
Actually, no, Zork.
Zork and Hutto.
Zork might actually be at the top.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to bring up as well, I'm not sure if he is a listener, but Stewie Giles he claims that he's your father. You're his son.
Yeah.
Do you want to touch on the relationship with Stewie?
He just claims I'm his adopted son. I think one night there I looked after his daughter out on the town one night, and they put me in the good book, so I'm the bodyguard now. So if anyone's hiring, I'm not too bad at it. So yeah,
he's at the Makepeace Island. You guys slept in the tent.
We spent a week there just chilling out.
Yeah, we did.
Doing a bit of fishing. Caught a few eels.
Took Clegg under the fishing wing, and actually we kept the dinner though this time. We didn't put it back on the rods for shark bait. So
it's not real fishing out there though. They
that
hook
make
you up,
piece.
they put the bait on, you just throw it in, and then they put the fish on. I reckon underneath.
It is unbelievable. Scuba drive ready. We're going to go into the quiz, the Kick Ons quiz presented by Neds. Matto, Huey's never won. So there's been 16 quizzes and Huey's never won.
No, I wasn't in 16. I've been in about 10, and about 5 of them have been rigged. So
this one's it's going to be an interesting one. I reckon, Matto, you're a pretty good quiz man. So the last question is a multiple choice, which is an interesting one. So hopefully you can go down to the last one and we can go from there. The first question is, what flavour is the blue Chubba Chub?
That's cola. Oh, is it just?
Yeah, that's fine. You can say Matho to buzz in, so I didn't give you the rolls, but Huey was far off anyway, so don't worry about it. The Broncos played the Dolphins on the weekend. Who was the man of the match?
Selwyn Cobber.
Sorry.
Selwyn Cobber.
Yeah, you got 1-1. Here we go. Okay, this one I feel like Matto might know.
Come on.
The new Barbie movie is coming out. Who plays Barbie?
Matho.
Yes.
Margot Robbie.
Yes.
I knew both of them too. Just not quick enough.
Who's her boyfriend?
Ryan Gosling.
Good club.
Good boy. Name a teammate, so a teammate, who has played for 3 clubs.
Matho.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'll give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
Clug, you can steal it. You can steal it. You got enough time here as well.
One of our teammates.
Our teammates who's played for 3
Who's
clubs.
played for 3 clubs. Jail.
There it is.
Yeah.
Shit, I should have got that one.
Yeah.
So this one's going into a multiple choice. This is huge. 2-2.
Okay, so do we have to wait till the end and then?
Yeah, you have to wait till the end.
Righto.
Okay.
How many choices are
There's
there?
4 choices.
Righto.
Obviously, but if you get the one wrong though, it's going to go to the other person who can actually take their time. How many games has Frog played? A, 176. B, 155. C, 169. Or D, 148.
Matho. Oh, no, I can't.
Sammy, are we going to give that to Matho? Yeah, we'll go Matho. You get a chance for it, Matho.
I'm going with A.
C.
C, it's correct. Yes. C, 169 games for Frog.
It was ALC, but
That is unbelievable.
Well done,
Clark, well done. Matto, thanks for jumping on, mate,
thanks,
before
boys.
training. We appreciate it, mate. Subscribe to the potty. We'll be back next week, and who knows if Charlie's front fence is fixed, we might be able to get him on the potty. He can't understand
Not at the
him
moment.
So
It's looking pretty nasty at the moment. Isn't it?
thanks, mate, and we'll see you guys next week.
Cheers, boys.
space.